Welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time, because we get into some things, and some things would be including wisdom of herbal knowledge, integrative medicine and therapy, um, gut microbiota information, and traditional Chinese medicine. This is JahNoor Alchemy, and we usually talk about how we can make the worst and form it into the best, using spirit, light, alteration, and transformation. Specifically, today, how to retrain our immune system. You don't believe me? Well, stay tuned so I can tell you what to do. I think it's important to recap that autoimmune diseases are usually caused when the immune system fails to focus on fighting external foreign immigrant pathogens, yet instead it is fighting its own particles. And that may be something that we don't want to happen because, we need an upfront army for the external environment, right? And loyalty is everything, right? So, in general, we have to retrain our body in some instances when we are lacking the proper microbiome development, to overcome some imbalances and diseases. You know what I'm saying? Due to some multiple sclerosis studies in the UK, we can actually find that we can retrain our immune system and rewire it to not recognize our own proteins as pathogens. I, for one, don't have an autoimmune disease. However, I definitely have had people in my life that may suffer from such, and it definitely is an unfortunate thing depending on how you see it, because if you allow your mind to control you, it can be a difficult time every day for you to see the sunlight through. However, if you control your mind, control your environment, we can be proactive on certain symptoms, certain occurrences that may be things that we are suffering from when we have certain illnesses and imbalances. So, getting into something, these studies may show that the immune system was tricked into recognizing the protein by injecting repeated fragments of such protein, and this therapy in general was used to desensitize people, regarding their allergies. So this repeated exposure to protein fragments results in a trigger of the gene in T cells, which silence the immune system instead of activating it to fight against its proteins that the body needs to create and maintain itself off of. And because of this, usually the other genes follow the lead of the T cells. So, in general, we can say that acupuncture stimulates the nerves, the blood, the lymphatic system, the muscles, and tissue, and corrects imbalances, retraining the body to function optimally. Acupoints itself, hashtag our meridian, our pressure points, increases immunity, helps with digestion, mental processes, circulation within the blood, and breathing. And I think it's very important to know that breathing influences circulation of the blood heavily. So, calming your nerves and involving the endorphins of your brain to release itself and stimulating our nerves and our blood and our tissue, we can use acupuncture to kind of stimulate an essence of our immune system. And as we use this to retrain our optimal function of our body, we can get into Asian ginseng. Using Asian ginseng is an immune booster, and it can enhance and increase effects of all immune cells, innate and adapted. Asian ginseng helps with heart health and diabetes. Using antioxidants and anti-inflammatory components, it can boost your strength, your alertness, your mental capacity, and like I said, containing antioxidants is very prominent when it comes to retraining your immune system and activating. I did some studies and some research on type 1 diabetes, and it's definitely interesting to know that incorporating at least 30 minutes of aerobic exercise and also resistance training for some muscle groups at least 5 times a week for at least 30 minutes of exercise. But retraining through exercise training can really do the system very much good. And getting sleep, like there was a study in 2015 where 16 people actually increased their production of insulin through just adding an hour of sleep. Astragalus root, which actually increases the number of active immune cells and activity, fortifying existing immune cells and the whole system in general. It helps with heart function and preventing heart disease and digestive lung function. It may aid with, by increasing circulation, astragalus root can open up your blood vessels. Usually more useful for people that usually have weaker bodies, may easily get sick, have digestive issues and respiratory issues, breath issues. Asian ginseng is more of something that you shouldn't necessarily drink every day because it can be really tough on the system and have your blood vessels bleeding even. Depending on your advice of your health practitioner, Asian ginseng is definitely a good way of improving such health. And it's usually good for people that have like cold hands, cold feet, you know, fatigue a lot, have weaker hearts generally. So yes, a couple examples where we can incorporate in our daily life or in our blue moon, once in a blue moon kind of life. So it's good to know some things that we can introduce in our either daily life, like exercise and deep breathing, or maybe once in a blue moon, or, you know, depending on your own judgment and your health practitioner that you go to, you can incorporate some of these teas, capsules, powders, or etc. into your diet even. Autoimmune diseases may suffer from autoantibodies, where antioxidants is very influential in, I guess, the maintenance and optimal health of such being. So therefore, it's nice to note that vitamins A, C, D, and E are really great for optimal health. A and D for balance, and C and E as oxidants, relieving oxidative stress, which is basically the balance of antioxidants and free radicals within our system. And free radicals are cells that are mutant and do whatever it wants to do, and having too much in the body can really do some harm to our optimal health and physiological function, you know. It is found that melatonin actually correlates with the reduced SARS-2 viral severity and oxygenation. It is known as a sleeping aid, and zinc also protects from lungs on a cellular level, and you can even find more information in Japanese research. It is essential to a normal immune function. The fatty acid omega-3 enhances the membrane integrity of cells, the outer skin, so to speak, the substance that encompasses all organelles, all little particles within the cell. Our fatty acid omega-3 can enhance the integrity of such. And like I said, protecting organelles aids in anxiety optimally for a being like me and you and boo boo. Let's reduce our stress, incorporate intermittent fasting, and we can also incorporate soluble fiber, less carbs, more unsaturated fats in our diet. I even like to, when making salads, put sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, just sprinkle some on your salad. And then also avocado is a good way of getting some substance of unsaturated fatty kind of foods inside of you. So we may think that, hey, it tastes like wet grass in here, but it depends on how you decide to prepare. So if you found this video useful and you like what you hear, just feel free to like, share, subscribe to join my tribe, because I know you can get down with this crown. I know that you're feeling this sound, and next time we'll see you around. I share my love, I send my peace, and I wish you joy, happiness, and blessings. Until next time, mwah. Self-care is the best kind of care, and don't let anyone tell you different. Deuces.